was blessed with a very important tip about a man who worked for a small port in southeastern Washington and had developed every acre, and he might be looking for a challenge. I was trembling because I knew with the small amount of business we had done over several years that he would turn down the job. And then I did question his wisdom a little bit when he accepted the job. He turned out to become, in my opinion, by far the best port manager in the United States.
Well-deserved praise for Gary Neal, who displayed an amazing ability as Port of Morrow manager, who cast a vision for the port, identified opportunities, and had the foresight to be prepared when opportunities arrived.
I know in the early days, the port didn't look at all like it does now, and you'd attract somebody out here and we didn't have the roads and the infrastructure in, and they'd have to think quite a bit before they committed to coming to the Port of Morrow.
I decided that it was important to be able to eliminate the reasons that I heard was, sorry, we want to make decisions now, and we want to make sure that, that wherever we locate, we're confident that that infrastructure is going to be there for us when we're ready for it. And so I kind of shifted gears and in a pretty active way to try to identify ways to build that infrastructure.
And it took a while to find the money to do those because, there wasn't a big pile of cash just sitting there for them to put a road in or put a new main line in. But they slowly started pecking away at those things, and they got lined up to where when a company came, it was ready to go.
He's had a vision for the port since, I think, almost day one. What attracted him here was how much opportunity there was because of how much land and opportunities there are to develop that.
Wow, look at all of these opportunities. I saw all the opportunities for doing more with your crops. I saw, look at this, there's a freeway system. Boy, what an easy way to take advantage of the transportation, including, this is where the Columbia River, the Union Pacific Main Line, and Interstate 84 intersect. So it had all of those hubs of that intermodal benefit.
His word is always opportunity. He's always looking for an opportunity.
When people have a new idea or a new line to add to their business, they come and talk to Gary first because of their positive experience with him.
Gary Neal is the quintessential visionary who always has his eye fixed on the horizon.
He's always looking at the bigger picture of how he can make something work and not finding those roadblocks and finding ways around them. And that's how he's been successful over time. In his personal life, he's the same way. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that guy isn't working on something.
My stepfather was a contractor and built things. I learned how to do everything because when you're the boss's kid isn't necessarily the best place to be, because you seem to be the one who has to do twice as much in order for anybody to think you're worth anything, let alone thinking that you get favoritism, which isn't the case by any means. So, I learned how to dig ditches and clean up projects and sites and pound nails and you name it. If there's a job to do, we worked our butt off to get it done.
Gary confesses that if there is a secret to his tremendous success as port manager, it is just not being afraid of hard work. When a challenge arises, you face the obstacles and get down to work.
That foundation is really what's been part of the port's success for the last 30 years is with that drive and passion. And it is a passion. And we figure out how to do it rather than why you can't do it.
And that is exactly what Gary Neal and his team have done. They have figured out how to make the Port of Morrow the second largest port in the state, consistently attracting new business, making Morrow County the third highest wage county in Oregon.
That our kids coming out of school have a tendency to think they've got to go to the metropolitan area to get a good paying high-tech job. Well, guess what? It's in your backyard in a big way, but not only in the data center world, but also in the food industry, in our ag economy. It's working here, and I'm proud of them.
Over the years, Gary has invested time and energy to ensure the success of the Port of Morrow. As to what has been his motivation, The answer probably won't surprise you.
Most of the time, it's not easy, but somebody has to step up and help make a difference. And if it's not you, who is it? And you can be a part of it, or you can drive it, or you can, there's various stages of how you want to be involved. But, for me and my wife and our way of things is, I don't have a right to complain about something unless I want to get involved and help make a difference. And so, I'm one of those kind of people that says, I'm here, I'm going to make a difference.
You've done a phenomenal job for Morrow County, for the folks in Boardman and Irrigan, Heppner, Lexington, and Ione. You've made a difference. I have to share with you, from the time I began working for you 25 years ago to the last 20 years where we got to work together, I can tell you it's been a pleasure, and it's cool. It's really cool to know you've made a difference for Eastern Oregon, for Morrow County, and for the state of Oregon. Happy retirement.
I'm thankful to have had the privilege to work with Gary and Larry throughout my career, and I look forward to working with Gary's son Ryan as the new port manager so we can continue this great partnership together. Congratulations to you both on this tremendous honor that you so much deserve, and best wishes in your retirement. God bless you.